how do you balance like the family? You have 2 kids now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you balance all that with getting phone calls from employees and agents and dealing with issues and all that stuff? I feel like from my perspective, because I probably talk on the phone at least either once a day or every other day, at least communicate somehow. But I actually appreciate the fact that you're sometimes like, it's me, so I know it's different. I'm sure you like a lot of our stuff isn't like necessary, like right off the bat. And I'm very like low maintenance, but I know that you're spending time with the kids and you're good about not like answering your phone and like being present at those times.
Yeah.
But I feel like that could be challenging. I have a hard time with it.
That can be very challenging. And I'm not the best at always being present. I basically, when I walk in the door, I have to turn my phone off because if not, it's just this thing. Right. It's like Lord of the Rings thing that's just calling me, and I want to check in, and it's like, it's a bad habit. You kind of have to decompress, and I'm not always the best at this, honestly. Like, sometimes I come home and everything, my mind's still racing, and I haven't even I haven't figured out everything that's going on in my head because I've been so busy during the day that now that things are starting to calm down, these other things are popping into my head that I had forgotten about and like stressing me out about that when I'm trying to be with the kids or the wife, you know? So it's very intentional. You have to be really intentional about that. So what I do that works for me is sometimes what I'm trying to do every day is I just come home and I'll turn off my phone and leave it on the kitchen counter off, not even on airplane mode, just off from, like 5:30 to 7:30. And that way I have those 2 hours that I'm just completely unplugged.
Right.
I've been working less at night. I've been trying to like really block my schedule to where, I'm not really working at night as much, but inevitably sometimes it spills over. Right. Even my wife, we both will be sitting there with our laptops out and just trying to catch up on things or catch up on household things that we need. But overall, what really helps is having a great team, including my wife, because there's a lot of things she handles for my business that I wouldn't get around to, or even for our personal affairs, finances. She even goes so far as like creates like our financial tracker, our family balance sheet, so we know our net worth or what investments we have or what properties we own, so that way if we want to move things around, we can, or we can provide that to a bank. She handles like all of our insurance for everything. She handles our investment accounts, everything like that. So that's really, really helpful. And then, like I said, I have my team structure for the business, and that they're all been, we've been really busy the last 2 months with new deals and everything, and they've really taken it really well. I've been really proud of them. So, I've been throwing a lot at them, and it's been stressing our system, but it's good to see it working.
Right. And taking on those workloads, like for them, it's important because right now, I feel like over the last like few months, it hasn't been as busy as what it was like the years previous.
Right.
So to be able to ramp that up is great. Yeah, I find it hard. I don't have kids, but I find it really challenging. But I appreciate, like, that's why I brought you up, because you turn on your notifications are turned off, and a lot of times we'll just rush off the phone, which is totally fine. But I have such a hard time with it, which is why I think we do like our date nights so often. Yeah. Because we're at home and
your date nights with your fiance, not with me.
Yeah. Not our date nights. Yeah. Date nights with the fiance is like our way to connect, because I'm not looking at my phone at dinner. Like we're able to like catch up. But if we're at home, it's like I accidentally I'll get a phone call, or I'll get a text, or I'll get an email, and I'll go into my office and I'll go work for a little bit. And then all of a sudden I'm doing all these other things, and I'm like, it's 8 p.m. and I haven't even said hello, or like we haven't had dinner or whatever. And I feel I'm trying to get better at it, but I think that's why we go to dinner so often now. Yeah. Is because that's our way to disconnect, but connect together as well.
You need that. You need that 100%. Because especially with my wife and I, when she's working in the business, imagine that. Like, we're talking about it like all the time. Right. And so we'll be in bed and be like, hey, did we get any applicants for 3rd Street yet for the rental? Or like, and I'm like, wait, we need to set some boundaries here, because we can't be just talking about that stuff all the time. Right. So yeah, I think date nights are important. I think unplugging is really important. And a lot of it can wait, right? So yeah, that's very important.
Yeah, it's definitely very important. Don't want to.
Did we say it's important?
Yeah, it's important.